from around the entire world. We're in Sydney Harbor right now on a yacht. I know it sounds a little bit excessive, but we are enriching lives and we're doing it in an incredible way. Intellectually helping people grow and make money in the stock market. Enjoy the stock review. You are phenomenal.
Hey traders from around the world, what's going on? It's me, Ricky Cadan, back again from Real Life Trading Australia, bringing you your Thursday real life stock review. Let's dive in. The SPY. Now, we did mention 2 days ago that we would potentially get a filling of this particular retest gap here. Shocking. We actually filled that gap. But we didn't get a very strong close below the 10 EMA, which does make a lot of sense. We are still in a bullish trend. I'm not super bearish on the markets at the moment. I do believe that this was just a short-term bearish pullback. However, I am still looking to buy the dip. If you take a look at the E-minis, we are currently bouncing off the 10 EMA on the daily chart, and we are still slowly but surely grinding higher. The Dow Jones not doing a great deal, still haven't got a strong close below the 10 EMA. So if we can get a nice gap up above this candle, that would be an absolute superb day trade. So for all you day traders out there, keep an eye on the DIA for a nice little bullish pop tomorrow being Friday. And the IWM, not a whole lot happening here, guys. I did mention that we could potentially get into a bear call spread up here. But at the moment we are just chilling at the resistance, which makes an absolute ton of sense. And you can see here we haven't closed below the 20. We are still holding up quite nicely at this resistance level. So keep your eyes peeled, guys. We could potentially bounce on out of here and keep cruising on higher. Let's take a look at a couple of stocks that moved today, and there was AMTD, which is TD Ameritrade. Off the news that they were going to be bought out by Charles Schwab. Now, as you can see, we did get a retest gap, but what's interesting, guys, we actually did gap up 25%. So if you did buy shares in TD Ameritrade yesterday, you would be up 25%. So that was the reason for this very large sell-off that we did have here. Was a very, very easy fade to get. I didn't particularly play this trade, but if I was in shares, I would have been taking my profits off the table as well. So TD Ameritrade just trading sideways at the moment, just chilling, and most likely we'll just see what happens. We'll see what happens over the next coming days. So SQ, another one of everyone's favorites right now. SQ, we are getting some nice bullish poppage right now, and what's interesting is we did finally have a strong close above this particular high wave candle after earnings. Now, if we can continue to close above the 20, there is absolutely no resistance in the way at all to fill this particular gap, guys. So keep your eyes on SQ. We most likely, if we do come up to the 200 simple moving average, we'll probably pause for a little while, but then I do expect that particular gap to fill. Now let's talk about one of the weed stocks here. Now ACB, there was a beautiful glorious bounce that we had just 3 days ago with huge volume. A lot of real life traders did get to play this in the trading room, and if you take a look at the 5-minute, there is only one way to have played this particular trade. So 2 days ago, you can see here, what is this? It is a bearish 5-minute high wave candle. Entry at the top here, stop below here, and there is your trade right there. And then not only that, it happened the next day again. So it actually happened today. Here we had another bearish high wave candle, entry, stop, and there was just another beautiful 3-4 hour trade there as well for the taking. So if you guys did get to catch that, I know a lot of real life traders did. So congrats to you guys. But yeah, ACB, We are at a very big low at the moment. You can see on the weekly chart, this is a previous resistance level right here. And we are creating a very nice trapping candle, nice little bounce right now. So most likely what I expect on the daily chart here, guys, I do expect us to probably have a small little pullback at some stage. If we do come higher, I do expect us to slowly bounce. I don't think this is just going to be something that launches out of there, but I do expect a pullback to about 259 and then look to go higher. If you've been following my trades for the last couple of months, you've noticed that I have been speaking about Uber, and I did mention that this was most likely going to be the low. Uber is starting to pick up some steam, and I do believe that we will slowly but surely grind higher, and they will be a very strong contender in the future. Great company. I use them personally. I know they are currently hemorrhaging a lot of money, but Uber is still a great company. There's not a lot we can really. They still make money. I know they do spend a lot, but just like Amazon and all the other big companies, they're all just investing money back into the business to help grow and hopefully create some exponential growth in the future. Let's take a look at some Aussie stocks. We'll look at the All Ords first. Now, I did mention that we would probably come back to the 100 simple moving average and most likely bounce. So if you did get to catch this particular short or this particular bounce, then well done to you guys. We are still in this nice little ascending wedge, and I do expect us to slowly break out. Here's Treasury Wine Estates. Now, if you are in long-term positions, we are at a very nice selling location. We are struggling to get above this 1914 level, and if you are in long-term shares, you could also look to sell an option at around $19, $19 or $19.50. But other than that, guys, we are just going to be trading a little bit sideways here on TWE, so I'm not overly bullish, but eventually we will go higher. Let's take a look at Wesfarmers, ticker symbol WES, and Wesfarmers still creating some new all-time highs like we did just at the start of the week. And right now we are just pausing. Makes a lot of sense here, guys. We have had a pretty decent move this last 12 months. As you can see, we are up about 35%. It is a very healthy trend. We aren't getting too many spikes like this. This is just a very nice healthy trend. If we do come back down, I think around 40.50 to 41 would be a nice buy the dip location if you wanted to look at getting in. And we'll take a look at APT, Afterpay. I do have an entry here at 28.83 for those of you who are wondering what this red line is. This is most likely going to trade sideways like we did back here in May. So if you are looking at getting in, just know that it's going to take a little bit of time to go higher. You just want to buy low and sell high with this one. So APT, still most likely fairly neutral at the moment, but look to buy the dips. Let's take a look at crude oil. Now, crude oil is looking pretty amazing right now as we finally had a strong close above this 200 simple moving average. Now, hopefully we can grind higher on this one. If we do, I'd expect to pull back down to about the 200 and a nice long lower shadow, and then a look to buy the dip and bounce on higher. But not a lot to look at here, guys. I did mention in my last review that this was still in an uptrend here, and we were right at the bottom here. So I was saying look out for a bounce, and we did get a bounce, and I hope some of you got to catch that move. Let's take a look at gold. So gold is not doing a whole lot here, guys. I think that we will probably just chop around sideways here for quite some time, unless something catastrophic happens in the market. I do believe that we are at a fairly decent value area, and we'll probably just chop around sideways for quite some time before we do move higher by the looks of things. So not a whole lot to report on gold, guys. Just look to buy low, sell high. And that's all I've got to say about gold. Let's take a look at the Aussie dollar. Now the Aussie dollar having a very cute little retest, a little bearish flag action happening right there, and we could most likely look to go lower. So you can see here we do have some lows here at 67.80, around 67.80. So if we can break those particular lows, guys, I do expect us to come back down to 67.50 and just chill. Just chill for a little bit. But that's all I've got for you today, guys. If you do want me to take a look at any tickers, stock tickers, futures, commodities, forex, you name it, I'm the man to talk to. Hit me up, ricky@reallifetrading.com, or leave a comment below. Get in our Facebook group below, and I will definitely review the stocks that you ask in my next video next week. You guys rock, and until next time, love life, live life, and trade it. Have a great weekend. Bye.